What inspired me to become a chef was actually my father. Growing up, my father was the big chef of the house. My mom had special dishes that she always did, but Dad was the one who was the cook. He came up with all kinds of crazy dishes for us. He always tried to keep it fun. So I got my little marble notebook. I started sitting down with him. I started writing down everything that he came up with, that he was putting in the dishes. When I came out of culinary school, before I even got into kitchens, my first step was going into butchering. Then I got into a job with Bobby Flay. I got a chance to really understand heat and flavor of the peppers and how to actually control it. When I started doing corporate dining, I actually became a PM sous chef to start. It was never anything the same, it was always something new, so I had to really get my skills down to what flavors match with what pairs with what. I was able to understand my flavors, I was able to understand balance of acidity. I grew a lot with that. At 22 years old, I became the executive chef of MLB Network in Secaucus, New Jersey. And then they pulled me to go to NBC Studios at Rockefeller Center, where I became the catering chef. My job interview was actually Jimmy Fallon's premiere dinner. After I got the job and everything went well, I had to do the Seth Meyers, Meredith Vieira, then we had Telemundo, Saturday Night Live every weekend. So that was really fun. I think my greatest time in the kitchens was probably in NBC Studios. The reason why I ended up going with senior living as my next step in my culinary career, because of the way that my life is with the organic and what I can do for myself, I'd like to implement that to help them as much as possible. Me and my wife actually became huge organic eaters. We actually started healing our bodies when it came to the organic ingredients that we started introducing into our lives. So I noticed that grogginess went away, the ailments went away, I got more energy, I was able to get up earlier. One of my residents that I like to talk to a lot, her name is Mildred from Brooklyn. When I talk to her about certain Italian dishes, she likes to always tell me, I always think of my mother when she was in the kitchen and the recipes that she did. She likes that home style food. And then just meeting the other residents throughout the time of being here, who's from New York, who's from Long Island, who's from wherever. A lot of people are actually from up north. Having the connection with them has just been really amazing. They've all been open arms with me since I've got here. They all notice the different level of the food that we're going with HarborChase. They really love the new ideas. They're getting fresh ingredients, fresh herbs, wild caught fish. We have counteroffer kind of grab and go items. They can get yogurt, overnight oats, maybe different salad shakers. There's a lot of different options. Then we also do hot food, there's breakfast items, there's lunch items. Our daily cycle menu over in Signatures, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every time I come out into the dining room, they're like, oh, Chef, Carmine, you're here. They all go crazy, Carmine's here. Fusion Lounge, where they can get happy hour cocktails, little bite-sized foods, maybe like today we did the mini taco cups, and other options like that we'll be doing in the future for our chef studio pop-ups. Our grill room, that's something where you're getting more of the fine dining Michelin star kind of feel. For example, the menu that I created for the grill room that we're already booked this weekend, we got grilled green apple, goat cheese, cucumber, and voltinis as our salad. It comes with a little baby arugula and a balsamic glaze. My appetizer for that is a blue lump crab cake that also has a yellow pepper remoulade. For our soup that we have in that menu, it's a spiced butternut squash bisque with toasted pumpkin seeds and pomegranate seeds. Our entrees are gonna be a filet mignon, we have a crispy duck, and then we have a sesame crusted ahi tuna. For our dessert, we have a blueberry cardamom cheesecake crepe. Food brings people together, so I would say that's pretty important. If our residents are living here, this is something that's gonna bring them together as a family in their own way. They're living together, they're living in the same community. The most important thing that I do for my residents is I care. I come through that door, I have my heart in my hand, and I put it in my pan.